That's what I want to do. It's good to have goals. One of these days, I'll learn how to spell.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Oh, window spelling B. B-E, B-E-E, and B.
Entering finish the drive screen, you have two options.
Right. I used to be
Entering
really
main
good at
menu
spelling.
screen, franchise is
Like when I was a
selected.
kid, man, I used to be really good. Let me tell you how good at spelling I used to be. I could talk and spell the words out in like as if I was talking. Like, yeah, it was pretty funny. And I used to do that with my sister all the time. She gets so annoyed because she have to sit there and listen to the words and understand what I was saying.
They're so great annoying in older systems. Like I used
It was
to do
pretty
it
funny.
once I learned that it ticked her off. Like, 'cause my older sister was a butt.
Play now. Franchise is selected.
We're doing franchise, folks. Welcome back. Welcome back. Sad day today. Very sad day. Bunch of accessibility stuff happening on Twitter. Twitter no longer has an accessibility department. They fired all the accessibility people, so we'll see how that goes. Um, might not be on Twitter too much. So anyway, and then also Guy Dev. I know you guys heard about that. Like, Hearthstone patch is no longer being supported in the new expansion. So that's it's really messed up because I know like Nicole and I are like really into Hearthstone, like we like it. We play it, play it quite often. So I'm hoping that they'll do something to get it going. I mean, I really hope that they already have something in the works, right? Because they in September when he went on vacation, they knew then, and then like people have been um, you know, telling them about accessibility to the point where they're doing accessibility studies for games like Diablo, like Diablo 6 that will be coming out. I don't know how good the accessibility will be. I don't know how much they'll take it into consideration and implement the suggestions into their games or anything. But I know for sure that they did release that, that little thing around the time that he took vacation, talking about that they understand that there is a need for accessibility and it's in the works. So I hope that they get that going and we can
Entering
playing.
pop-up resume.
Resume. I don't know if I want to resume or not. I guess so, probably. The last time I played this. Alright, so we're at the 49ers. If you remember last time, we had turned off because I actually wanted to listen to the real game.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports
dinged
coverage of the
Entering
NFL.
play
broadcasting by the
Football
NFL.
as we get back into the action in the first quarter.
We're in the first quarter.
Cover one hole. Sam will blitz free.
I am on defense. Let's go! Alright. Sam will blitz free.
Spread.
Linebackers is going in.
They'll start with the option.
Ooh.
Holding offense.
Oh, good. Haha, it wasn't me. On the defense. I don't know. And you know what? This doesn't read. It'd be nice if it did. Does it have an option?
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker,
Yeah,
but this
like,
time
that'd
he
be
just
nice
didn't get his
if it
arms
would read
extended
that
Entering play
out.
and
call.
let go
Coach
quickly enough.
suggestions.
The flag
There are
came
5
out as a result.
categories. Cover 2 man. Silver shoe pinch.
Here we go.
Alright, GBs this time.
Spread.
Ready?
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
Nice.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Those are 49ers. Because they were blocking for the run, so.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Cover 1 robber. Cover 3 hard flat.
Cover 3 hard flat. Let's try this out.
Ready.
I used to know more about what all this crap meant.
Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Ooh, I should have left them DBs out there.
Entering play call. Coach
You wonder about
suggestions.
this
Cover
defense
2
coming
man.
in. I mean, look, it's no
Silver
secret they're
shoe
playing a
pinch.
team that's
Cover
down
2
on its
man.
luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the
Spread.
first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any.
Into a double team, and it's
Triangle
intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Yoink.
Part of why
Yoink,
they came
yoink,
to this week
yoink,
winning
yoink,
record is that they
yoink.
feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity.
I'm gonna get
Just moments in the
dinged for
game
this
to get a
music.
short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side,
Copyright.
they were already the underdog
Entering
in
play
this
call.
one. They just
Coach
made their uphill battle
suggestions.
just a
There are
little
6
bit tougher.
categories.
And the
We have
LA
3
offense
options.
ready for
HP
this
zone
next
double
possession.
K is selected.
They'll have very good starting field position
Bench
here
switch.
after the turnover as they
HP zone
search for the
double
first
K.
All right,
points
we're
of the
gonna keep it
ball
on the
game.
ground. Keeping it on the ground. Remember, like I said, hit R1, and you'll know whether it's a run or not.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality.
Entering play call.
Pound the
Mesh
rock.
spot.
All right,
Inside zone
we
WK.
might as well keep it on the ground.
8
He's
yards the
getting
tally
8
on that
yards on
first
his
down
first
run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, we're gonna get this too.
Going right back to Akers. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs
I'm
like this
going
as the
right
defense
in. If
breaks
they-
down later in the game, but this
They
guy
ain't
said
ready
they
for the
took
run,
Entering play
apparently.
call.
all
Bench
types of tackles,
inside
put the
zone
defense
split.
back on its heels.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Yep, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna spin right into the end zone. Watch.
Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, LA. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Man, that was a good move right there. Breaking ankles.
Entering play call. Pad attempt. Pad attempt.
Sure, I'll kick it.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0
You know
lead.
what? We can listen to our own music, though.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it
Entering
off
play
with
call.
the touchdown.
Special
Oh,
teams.
so,
You have 6
apparently,
options. Pick off left is
there-
selected.
Ooh, Black Panther soundtrack is, or Black Panther 2 soundtrack is out. Alright, we listening to that. So there is there's an update to the Spotify. It's the PlayStation 5 app now. They used to be PlayStation 4. All of these apps that we've been running on the PlayStation 5 are actually PlayStation 4 apps, which is really, really messed up. Because the PlayStation 4 apps don't take advantage of all of the stuff the PlayStation 5 can do.
Kick off middle.
So,
Kick off left.
like for example, like some, like most PlayStation 5 apps have like extra features, you know, and all that kind of stuff that the PlayStation 4 doesn't. And so if you have a PlayStation 5, you might want to go and make sure that you look for your apps in the PlayStation for PlayStation 5 instead of 4. Because that's just whack. But yeah, Spotify had an update.
Following the touchdown,
and it
here's
went,
Gay to kick it
and
away.
there's all kinds of stuff you can do in Spotify now. So pretty cool. Like before,
And
for
no
me to
thought to
search,
bring
I'd
this
have
one out. He'll
to
just
get on
go
my
down to a
phone
knee,
and
he'll take
then
over
find
for 25.
whatever, and then
Back
I
out there
could
comes the
find it on the PlayStation
49ers
5.
offense ready for
But
their
now
second
it's like
drive.
all the way.
They threw an interception
and
the
Apple,
first time they
Apple
had the
Music
football,
is
wound
on
up
there
leading
too.
to a touchdown
You
the
have
other
Apple
way.
Music account.
How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
All right.
Spread.
DBs coming.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
There goes the DBs.
And they are going to score on the fumble return.
There goes the defensive back.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Special teams, you have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Kick it. Now we're gonna try to get it inside the 20, closer to the end zone as possible.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1.
Oh, nice. Uh-oh.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Oh.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
At the 1.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They got the open week coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days. And
Entering franchise screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected.
Oh, no. Alright, I'm messing around with these menus in here.
Instant replay. Call to now. Challenge play. Super sim is stats. Coaching. Options. Pop-up menu, you have 2 options. Settings is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 7 options. Game options is selected. Penalties is select. Visual feedback. Volume control is selected. Entering volume control screen, you have 8 options. Master volume set to. Audio mix option is set to custom. In-game commentary set to 65. Stadium speaker set to 85. Crowd volume set to 0. On the field set to 100. Set to 9. Set to 94. Set to 79. Set to 75. Music set to 0. Menu SFX set to 100.
Alright.
In-game commentary. Audio mix option. Master volume. Audio mix option is set to broadcast. In-game commentary set to 100. Stadium speaker set to 100. Crowd volume set to 100. On the field set to 100. Music set to 0. Menu SFX set to 100. Music on the in-game crowd volume set to 100.
Too loud.
Set to 82. Set to 76. Set to 75. Audio mix. Entering settings screen, you have 7 options. Entering play
Releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line.
Entering franchise screen, you have instant replay, call, coaching, option, quick game is options, pop-up menu, you accessibility, settings is selected. Entering penalties, visual, volume, accessibility, volume control. Entering volume control screen, you have 8 options. Master volume set to 100 is selected. Set to 9. Set to 93. Set to 88. Set to 87. Set to 85. Audio mix option is set to custom. In-game commentary set to 100. Stadium speaker set to 100. Set to 75. Set to 100. Crowd volume set to 75. Set to 6. Set to 0. On the field set to 100. Music set to 0. Menu SFX set to 100. Entering settings screen. Entering franchise. Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 5 categories. Cover 2 man. Over Storm Brave.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree
which
in
is
pregame
good for the
warm-up.
Rams.
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Spread.
All right. Bringing in the defensive
First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's right.
And brought down there by Taylor Rapp. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara, and then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And you
can't
figure
run
this
it
should be a
because I
healthy,
risk
arrested, a focused unit, and they're
Can't
working
getting
on a good
stopped in
winning
the
streak. They
backfield
had the
because
week
of
off
safety.
last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that.
Nah,
what
they
coaches
ain't
worry
in
about,
top
what
4.
organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off.
Well, if they
and we've
do,
seen
this
teams
going,
come back
I mean, he's
off
at
the open
4.
week and come out
He
flat.
can get at least
So what
3
a
or
lot
4
of good
yards.
coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, so much for being backed up against the goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL.
I thought they jumped and it was, they called it.
Entering play call.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Circle button.
All right, so it says circle button, so we know this is a throw.
Triangle button.
Here's Stafford.
Cross button.
Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
All right.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Well, some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview?
Right.
The Packers and Bills from
harassed
Buffalo
by
at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland.
Blitz.
And how this game has changed in importance in recent years.
So the linebackers
that starts
blitz,
at 8:15
so I made sure
Eastern.
To make sure that they blitz.
On 1st down, Lance. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know, he's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Spread.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Cover 1, Robert showed you.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Coach suggestions. There are 5 categories. Return right. Return left. Return middle.
Turn middle and fumble it.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt.
Mitch Wishnowski.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, the Rams at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Entering play call, TWR option.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Circle button. Triangle
Throwing
button.
is Stafford.
Circle button.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Circle button. R1
From the
button.
red zone now,
R1
Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again.
Entering
and that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Circle button. Cross button.
On 2nd and very
Triangle
short.
button.
Stafford. A quick throw there, going to be batted
Entering
away and
play call.
incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Circle button. Cross
Now
button.
here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
I'm terrible at
4th
field
down,
goals.
and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
From the left hash. Oh, so it needs to go this way. Oh, I need to go this way. Should go right in.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good.
Aww.
And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
That's a big
So
goal
what a
post.
let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into
I'm
nothing.
terrible at
And from
field goal.
that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing,
Oh,
well, it
so
never
I
had a
can't
chance
just put to
straighten
the
itself
left.
out.
Well,
I
the
have to
Niners
move
going
it.
back on offense now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But
Entering
with
yeah,
that
okay.
deficit, they've got to try to at least
There are
work
5
their way into field goal
categories.
range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm
Cover
going to
two
go ahead and
man.
date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric.
Now
They've got a
I'll
long way to
actually-
go
oh, you
and a
know
short
what?
time to get there.
could go
But they
practice
still
field
have
goals in the
time to
practice
get
thing.
it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now he'll escape to his right. And he works his way
Entering
past
play
the line
call.
of scrimmage
Coach
and then slides to a
suggestions. There
hole.
are 5 categories.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it
This,
with just over 40
music is
seconds to
kinda
go
weird.
in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Lance. And he's going to be taken down right at the
Entering
line.
play call.
Now
Coach
another timeout
suggestions.
called
There
for
are
by
5
the offense
categories.
as the clock will stop with
Cover one,
37
Robert showed you.
seconds to play in this first half.
On the double.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Lance looking to throw it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception.
Entering play
But where they
call.
are on the
Coach
scoreboard,
suggestions.
they've
There
got to
are
get rid of
5
all of that
categories.
and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Return right. Return left. Return right.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now.
Mitch Wishnowski. Who's there every time he comes kick the ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Powell.
Mitch Wishnowski.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We start up in the Pacific Northwest. The New York Football Giants making the long trip to take on Seattle. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. 2 touchdowns there for Saquon Barkley.
I'm being abused.
Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium.
I got
And they trail in that ball game to the
beat
visiting
up.
Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry has a touchdown run.
I got a big black bruise.
Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities
I do
to check in
know.
on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Dalvin Cook, a touchdown run in the victory. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these
Entering
teams, no
monthly
doubt, making their
adjustments,
final
screen
halftime
run
adjustments
inside is
as we
selected.
speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right.
All right,
Entering play
Coach,
call.
thank you, and we
Special
welcome
teams.
everyone back for
Return
quarter
middle.
number
Return
3.
left. Return middle.
Turn it in the middle.
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Nice.
The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. You have 30 options. Cross.
Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10.
Cross pass.
Right at
Chiefs
the
gonna
30.
cross, and I'm going to throw it high to my target so that they can keep running. Hopefully, I get some good yards off of this and not get intercepted.
Cross
Stafford.
Button. R1 button. Cross button. R1 button.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now it's scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Entering play call. Coach suggests bench.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Drive flood. Bench.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Cross button.
What is franchise mode?
R1 button. R1 button.
Sideline throw, it's complete.
Franchise
nice
mode
job there of keeping the toes inbound.
When you start
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
I guess I'll punt.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Wow. That was a good punt.
And one, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Right. Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 5 categories. Cover 1. Weak blitz 3.
Here we go.
Spread.
Check white. Check pink. Switch yellow. Switch red.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 5 categories. Cover 1 hole. Cover 3 hard flat. Give cushion.
Lance now on first down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
What we would consider generational for most players, we simply take for granted at this point with Aaron Donald. 7th straight All-Pro season last year, complete with 12.5 sacks and a career high in tackles. And who could forget the sequence he had down the stretch to help Los Angeles secure a Super Bowl win.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 5 categories. Cover 1 robber. SS Blitz 0.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Let's see how this one comes out. It was the coach's suggestion.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Oh, that's a good call.
Coach suggestions. There are 5 categories. Cover 1, silver shoe pinch. Cover 1 robber. Cover 3 bus scheme. Cover 3 bus show 2. Man double bus.
Here we go. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 5. Return left. Return middle.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Here's Powell on the return.
That's a really good apple.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Well.
Entering play call.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We have 30 options. Inside zone WK is selected.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 76 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
And it kind of rumbles.
And making it work.
I think it rumbles a little bit, but by the time it started rumbling, out of bounds.
Entering play call, coach slants.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
So my receivers are going to go straight up and then they're going to slant.
Triangle
now
button.
Stafford.
Triangle button. Square button.
Open man right side is Cup, complete. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Entering
back now
play
here
call,
on EA Sports.
There are 6 categories.
It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I might as well just run on in.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Dropped the ball last time.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Pad attempt. Pad attempt.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And
it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
Kickoff left is selected.
Aw, too much. Dang it.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
I mean, they got running, like they ran. It was like 9-yard run. I don't know what the hell they
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lance, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A give up the middle to Akers. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Cross button. R1 button.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play type, there are 6. Run. RP, special. Pass. Run. Pass. Quick pass. There are 6 categories. Standard pass. Shotgun pass.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Cross button. Circle button. Cross button.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Back to throw, Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
If the Rams was sitting right now, Trevor would become a hermit. Never hear from him again.
Onside kick. Kickoff left.
Never did an onside kick. Oh no. Always just kick it. This could get tricky.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Trey Lance and the 49ers set to return to the field here. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down. Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Cover 2 man.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Entering play call, coach suggests cover 6.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
And we going all out rush.
Working from the gun, Lance. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
There are 2 categories. Zone blitz. Spread.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Entering play call, play type. There are 6 categories. There are 6 subcategories. Option is set to quick pass. 15 plays. You have 4 options. Pass is selected. Recent plays. Coach suggestions. There are 6. Recent play type. There are 6. Run. Pass. Play action pass. There are 6 screen pass. Hail Mary. Quick pass. Standard pass. Shotgun pass. Snagsy spot. Triangle button.
Stafford gonna
Circle
throw it.
button.
Throw left side complete to Cup. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Complete to Cooper Cup. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Entering play call, shotgun, play action, shot, standard pass, quick pass. Hail Mary.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
R1 button.
Now Stafford.
Cross button. Square button.
Going for Jefferson
Triangle
downfield.
button.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
That was right in the
Another
end zone.
touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Run it, just bam, right in the zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point.
Bingo.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Entering play call.
Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
All right. Try to get it close to the 1-yard line.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
It might be like a 10.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh no, right there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Cover 3 zone. There are 3 categories. You have 34 options. Cover 3 spread. Spread.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 29, Lance. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Lance going to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for L.A., their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.
View finish game is selected. Franchise is selected. Entering player upgrades screen, you have 3 options. Greg Gaines is selected. Taylor Rapp. Entering attention pop-up. Are you sure you want to auto upgrade all players? No. Yes. Entering attention pop-up. 0 players were upgraded. Okay.
What? Said 0 players were upgraded, but it brought me to the upgrade player screen, like as if there could be.
Karen Williams. Taylor Rapp. You have 5 options. Overview is view in-depth goals. View in-depth chart.
Yeah.
Entering attention pop-up. Yes. Entering attention pop-up. 0 players were upgraded. Okay. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen home. Manage staff is selected. Manage roster is selected. Play season game is selected. Manage roster is selected.
All right. Thank you for coming hanging out with us, checking out some Madden. We will catch you guys a little bit later. Actually, we're gonna catch you right in a few minutes because I'm probably gonna play more Kombat. So you can come on back, check us out, and see how good Nicole's katana is. Catch you guys later. Peace.